Hey, what's up guys, Chris here. It's been a while, hope you're all good. I am good myself. Did make a funny Uncharted, kind of like sketch, I guess. If you guys have not checked it out, link down below. And today we're gonna react to, or react back to, the Inarious versus Lilith 6 cinematic from Diablo 4, but like apparently like the full version. You guys have let me know, so I'm super stoked to do that because that cinematic was sick, just everything about it. And of course, like Inarious the angel himself, it was like super epic. So before we get started guys, if you love movies as much as I do, and you want to start out understanding how to make super sick stuff in 2023, then check out my Gorilla Filmmaker program down in the description below and get started with the best tricks and tips of how to get things done, and most importantly, have fun and create sick stuff. So with that said, headphone time. Haven't said that for a while. Oh, that rhymed. YouTube. Full screen, and I'm probably gonna skip the part that we have already reacted to and gonna timestamp it to when the new reaction happens, but for my sake I'm just gonna rewatch all of it in one go just to have the whole experience in one. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
A few moments later.
To this day, this is by far one of like the sickest cinematic character entrances. And makes sense. Oh, come on, man. Boy, you got fatality. The quality is insane, man. Well done, Blizzard. Wow. How the light kind of like... That's a sick shot.
Remember them, Inarious. The whispers of the damned.
Words will not save you.
With the voice.
Yourself.
So, the soldier returns,
That's sick, man.
and with such
Purpose.
no longer the conflicted soul I left behind.
This character,
Deceived me.
voice actor, is also really good. Jesus.
Why, Inarious? What are you truly after?
My
Your demise,
place
or that.
is in the heavens.
Is that why you seek to destroy all that we created?
We.
Sanctuary is an abomination.
And our son.
I made it right
What?
to satisfy the heavens.
I did not see that coming.
Did they rejoice? No. They do not want you.
Are those like petrified souls? Let's go. Jesus. Oh, the sound design.
In his glory.
Sick.
See now the work of your faith!
I see. impaled, mate. Are you the one?
It is done.
Oh, that's it.
It all ends with you.
No.
I was gonna say way too easy,
We
man.
made a choice. And that they can never forgive. No matter what you tell yourself or who you sacrifice. Silence.
That looks so cool, man. Disturbing, but such cool visual.
But I set things right.
Don't turn your back on her, man.
What more would you have me do? Please,
Whoa, oh.
tell me!
Oh, that's not going well. Oh, come on, man.
Do not speak to you anymore.
What the?
Protect me!
No. You
Oh, crap.
belong in hell.
Oh my gosh, you could hear his wings. Run? He's dead? What's it? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, come on, man. That was savage. Gameplay? First of all, that was sick AF. Let's like the cinematic, like this video as well, guys. Man, that was insane. I did not expect, especially with how like badass his entrance was, and from like other Diablo cinematics, that Inarious Angel guy is gonna go like kaput, you know? Jeez. That was savage, mate, but 10 out of 10. The music, the visuals, the voice acting. Listen, the way they cut the scenes together. That was just 10 out of 10. Well done, Blizzard. We need to learn from you. Cinematic department. Anyways, that was super sick, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below of the full cinematic. Let's jump right back, talk about a few things, even though to be fair with you, because this is a continuation of a different Filmmaker Reacts episode, that the talking points are basically the same, like in terms of like the visuals, the color work, the sound work and stuff like that. I mean, just look at this, man. Just look, some of the frames are like wallpaper status, you know, just freeze it, make it a wallpaper, because this is like the symmetry, the artistry is off the charts. Of course, again, love the, you know, the contrast between the light and the darkness of hell, but you know, everything that they did through like the wings and the way the light kind of like infiltrates the darkness versus the other way around, you know, or like the way they did the two characters as they talk about things, and of course the fight, or like just the brutal gore. That was just sick. I did notice this throughout the progression of the cinematic, that actually made me chuckle a bit, because that was good. If you guys notice about how they treat, even though this is all 3D made, right? Almost none of this is live action. Maybe like some of the animation comes from, you know, like a live action performance, but basically, given that all of this is 3D rendered, I noticed that in the edges here of the frame, the incorporated technique to dirty up the frame, essentially. And what they do, guys, is, if you notice, there is an RGB split just right here. It basically curves around, most likely, and it's on the other side as well. Basically, if you go back a bit, I think it's evident throughout, but you know, sometimes some frames are easier to see. So basically, it's just like this little thing right there. The filter they use on the edges just to like RGB split the scene and kind of like diffract the light as it comes in the lens. It's really cool, and it's something that I actually use myself in a lot of my film work, essentially short films, concepts, stuff like that. Since Batman, basically, and the cinematography they use there, most filmmakers have realized that the image does not need to be pitch perfect, right? Actually, when you have imperfections such as this, it makes it feel more cinematic, more grounded, more real, more like, you know, there's perfection in imperfection, if you can put it that way. And this is something that I actually use myself, so it's really cool to see. I may pop an example, but basically, yeah, what I mean to say, guys, is there are a lot of tricks that you can use to make something feel cinematic. And even small things like this that most people's eyes would not necessarily, you know, pinpoint at. When everything comes together, they create that kind of like film look. Of course, we talk about these things extensively in the Guerrilla Filmmaker program, so do make sure to check that out if you're interested. But it's so cool, man. It's so cool to see it right here as well, because, you know, some things are up to taste, you know, but I'm a big fan of this, so really cool.
The whispered.
Deceived me. Just love it, man. It's so
Inarious.
sick.
What are you truly?
This
And
is
us.
our son.
I made
The
it
veins in the eyes. This is so sick.
right.
Well, given that he killed their, you know, son, I can understand why he's upset. What a transition as well. The sound, man. Oh.
In his glory.
See what I mean? It's just... Oh my god.
See now! The world!
Of your faith. I really like the contrast between, like, you know, very loud horror moments and then the sound cuts out. And we go in there kind of like one-to-one discussion and everything becomes like subdued and creepy. This contrast between the two scenes, or the two, you know, what happens there, is really cool because it allows the audience to have really high moments and then count down and like expect what's gonna come, versus if you have like action at some point. It's a bit too much, you know what I mean? You need to have breathing moments between what happens. And that is going to really help the pacing of things, and Blizzard is really good at this, like pacing out their cinematics so that you're basically almost like never bored, or you don't like mentally check out because you're not as interested in what's going down. Now, of course, the smaller something is, how much is a cinematic? About 8 minutes. So that's like short film territory, I would say. 8 to 10 minutes is quite compact, that you can really control the pace, and every aspect that you put in it is like very well made, and it's meant to be there. The longer something gets, the easier it is for some things to fall through the cracks, whether there's like story elements, pacing elements, character elements. You know, at the end of the day, when you're creating something, every single aspect of it should serve a purpose towards the audience, and of course the story, the characters. But sometimes, the longer something is, these elements tend to either get mixed and lost here and there, and things, that's how you somehow get the sensation of things like dragging out, or kind of like, where is this going kind of thing. But this one is so well made. Anyways, guys, yeah, like I said, because we've already reacted to the first part of the cinematic and we had like an analysis and things like this, do make sure to check that out. But basically, sick cinematic. I loved everything about it. the characters, that what happened. I was actually really shocked. I didn't expect this to go down. I was expecting like a sick 30 seconds all battle mayhem between Inarious and Lilith, and then at the end, I guess, unless this was the final cinematic of the game, something like this would happen. So, anyways, let me guys know what you thought down in the comment section below. Let me know what should we react to next. I have quite a few things because it's been a while, which makes things exciting. I'm kind of making a new program timeline thing. Basically, Fridays are kind of like filmmaking episodes, and then Sundays, like today, is a nice chill back film react episode and talking about cool film things. So make sure to stay tuned. Catch you guys on the next one. Till then, stay awesome and creative.